So let's look at the last element, shared vulnerability. So clearly, this is about leading by example. So as the leader, if we're going to take our team on a journey where this is present, we need to be demonstrating that. People look to you to get the lead about how you respond in given situations. One of the key things about teams is people actually like to be able to predict how their leader is going to respond in given situations. So that's why even when you come across what I consider to be quite poor leaders, really, some poor leaders can be effective purely just by the fact that people know how they're going to perform, they know how they're going to respond to given situations, and they learn to adapt, and they get a level of performance, but not the level we're talking about here where it's a high performing. So lead by example. So put yourself out there and be the things that you're asking everyone else to be. The next thing is you need to risk, and you need to share concerns, etc., that you may have. And this will allow the team members to come forward with their concerns and be prepared to risk. So what are we saying here? We're talking about a calculated risk because we're talking about the emotional thing. So what you do is you're testing the water. You're putting your ideas, your concerns, or your fears out there for someone, in this case for the team, and they're actually, they can then respond to that. And what you'll find is if you're prepared to say, look guys, I've got an issue here and I'm just not sure how to go about this. I'd really like to get the team involved to see if we can work our way forward and come up with a solution for this. Now, most teams respond really well. I'm not talking about you dodging your accountabilities, complete opposite. If the team observe that you're not leading by example and dodging accountabilities and that you're going through the motions of pretending to do this, they'll see right through you. So you have to be genuine about this. It's about a mindset to say, I am prepared to lead the way by showing that I can be vulnerable as well. And the last part of this is consider it as simple as this, is I don't know or I'm unsure. If we're prepared to put it out on the table, say for instance your leader tasks you, says, look, that report I wanted by Friday I now need by Wednesday, it's Tuesday. And you sit there in your office and you're thinking to yourself, how am I possibly going to do this? This is when you say to yourself, look, I don't know how I'm going to do this and I'm unsure about whether I can even do it, but I'm going to give it a best shot. So you pull your team together and you put the issue to your team and say, look, can we brainstorm, how can we get this report done by Wednesday where originally I'd conveyed to you that we needed it on Friday? Can we use the collective knowledge of the team to find a smart way to pull this together? I accept that we may have to only give a good 80% solution given the time frame. And then you're putting it out there and it's saying that you're not trying to be talk them into something that doesn't seem achievable. Let the team decide whether it's achievable by putting it to them. You'll be surprised at how they will energise up and come up with some great innovative ways to do this when you're prepared to open up and put it before them. So in this model, it's a lot more complex than the original model we told you, but you can get the concept of how this pulls together. And what we'll do is we'll publish a PDF document that you can have access to, which explains this, and maybe it would be easier to read than my scribble on the board. So conceptually, we've taken that model and expanded it to give you the concepts, and we look forward to you applying it and getting great results with your team.